Okay, good morning. Oh,
Morning.
Karen not here yet. Okay, everybody is here already. So how's your last week tutorial? I haven't received any of your last week tutorial yet. So recently very busy.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh, okay.
Only doing the 4 and the 4, 5, 6. Right?
4, 5, 6. Oh, prepare for your test too, huh? Yeah, lor, have to score as high as possible. Oh. Yeah. Actually, score as high as possible, good for you. Okay, now. In fact, right, looking at our time, right, I think we might need to have extra time to do past year because if you use tutorial time, I think not enough time. Your lecture already finished? How many more chapter? If your lecture finish early, okay, then Mr. Naran can actually guide you on the past year question during the lecture time. But I think tutorial time maybe just enough all. Okay, yeah.
Chapter 11 almost finished. Almost.
Chapter 11 almost finished, but how many more chapter you still have? Chapter, oh,
I don't know how many chapters since he posted
chapter
the new.
11, prepare financial statement. I think you have another, seems I have another 3 more. So it's also ngam exactly. So I think we need to have, maybe you need to have extra class with like, yeah. So we see how discuss see how, or else, right? I think you hardly have any time to do past year. At least, right? I should guide you, like do at least like 2 years so that you are kind of familiar with the question. Yeah, because it's 4 question 2 hours is actually a bit rush. So unless you know your stuff very well, if you keep changing your answer, like you're not sure, then you'll be very slow. Okay, never mind. We still have time to do it, yeah. Okay, today is tutorial 10. So any question on your previous tutorial that you want to ask or not? If you haven't done, of course, no question also.
Can I ask about the correction?
Yeah, the correction. What happened?
So this one need to write the CR.
Yes. If you look at your lecture note, yes, you need to put down like credit. Let's say yes, better put down yes.
Oh yeah, I missed this one. Actually, I'm supposed to delete this sheet. It's for me
Yeah,
to
never
refer.
mind. But I marked 2 times already, so it's okay.
Mm.
I marked 2 times. Okay. I didn't realize. I thought it's the same, but then later on I say it's not the same. Okay, you see my screen.
Sheet.
Yeah, you see my screen. This is the answer, right? You see that? Can you see here? I see like self journal. I'm gonna put credit, right? Okay. return inwards, see, it's debit here. So basically you need to put credit or debit. This is a standard type of thing that you need to do. Yeah, this is your tutorial answer. See, purchases account debit, return outwards is credit, sales is credit, return inwards is debit. So your presentation should be like this. Okay, yeah. Right. Now, so any other question before we go to tutorial 10? Tutorial 10 is about bank reconciliation. So how do you find this chapter? Bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation, actually, this one also you need, actually every chapter is the same now. All you need to practice. If you don't practice, you don't remember. But bank reconciliation is basically we are talking about your bank, your transaction in your bank. So just like when I show you your question, right? Okay, this one. So you see, this is your bank statement here, correct? Okay, I'm going to do question 2. Now, this is a bank statement. Okay, this is your cash book. Now, you see here, cash book here, they say bank column only lah. Okay, bank column only, yeah. It's only relevant with bank column only. Cash column is not relevant because cash column, we did not actually do the cash column is basically the cash that you put in your drawer, right? Okay, so it doesn't matter. So this one, when we do bank reconciliation, it's only cash book in your bank column only. So that's why they put bank column only. And this is your bank statement. Yeah, this bank statement is actually from the bank. If you have a current account, okay, if you have a current account with the bank, so every month the bank will send you, every month the bank will send you a bank statement, yeah. So that you know, any of your check already clear, any people bank into you, yeah, any check that you issue, right? So this is how the bank statement looks like. Okay, so you see debit and credit. Now the thing is, in your cash book, okay, in your cash book bank column, yeah, in your cash book bank column, your debit is money coming in, right? But in your bank statement, it's the other way around, the balik. Yeah, in the bank statement, it's the balik. Okay, so this one you have to remember. So you see here, you realize or not, debit in your bank statement, debit is you issue check, right? Is it? Check. When you issue check, meaning we are actually paying. Like for example, you look at this one. Is that correct? This check. Can you find it here? Oops. Okay, can you find it here? See? Can you find it here? Right? So this is, isn't it? This one is credit. In your cash book bank column is credit, but in your bank statement it's debit. Right? So it's the other way around. Okay, so that's how. Okay, first thing, this is how you read the information given. So make sure you know how to read your bank statement, and make sure you know how to read your cash book bank column. And you find that, you see this opening, right? Yeah, this opening and this opening. Why not the same? Why not the same? Should be the same, we are talking about the same bank account. What? Now, why not the same? Because certain check that we issue last month, meaning in the month of September, it only actually cash out in October. Is it? Like for example, okay, how do I know it's actually issued in September? Now you see in your October, the first check they issue is number 8. But you see your bank statement here got number 6, number 7. So meaning these two, okay, this one, right, this one, I put in green, this one, and this one, okay. Number 6 and number 7, this is actually you issue in September, but only go through, go through the bank in October. So because of these two numbers, that's why your opening is not the same. Should be the same, yeah. But you see, because of these two check, so it's not the same. You realize or not? So this one you must know how to read your question. This one, you're in your month October, the first check that you issue is on the 8th, number 8, last number 8, but you see here you got 6 and 7. Okay, so meaning these two checks will be issued in the month of September, but only cash out in the month of October. Right? Yeah, so that's what it means. Okay, and then right, and then yeah, and then you must know how to read. This is what we issue, right? We issue check, okay, with the check number. And what is this? Standing order, SO. See here, there's here you can see the abbreviation, right? Okay, SO is standing order, DD is direct debit, CI is credit, balance, charges, clear check, clearing check, yeah. So like this one, standing order in debit. So meaning standing order in debit. So you see this debit, you check with your credit. Do you find this number? 38. Yeah, this one. Oops. So that you can see. Okay. Do you find this?
No.
Yeah, 38.94. It is a standing order. Do you find it here? No. So meaning this 38 ringgit and 94 cents straight away debited from your bank account. Straight away deducted from your bank account. Yeah, okay. Now this one, direct debit also cannot found in here. So meaning straight away deducted from your bank account. You don't know. If you know, if you knew, you already recorded here, right? You don't know. Yeah, okay, these two actually you don't know. Isn't it correct? Yeah, you don't know. Okay, and then what else? And some of the number like this one, like this CR 699 here got now. 68 here got Okay, how about this one? Yeah, this one also. Can you find here? This one credit you match with your debit lah. Adakah? Also don't have, huh? Okay, so the one in blue is basically saying that it is actually happened in your bank account, but not in your cash book. Yeah, it's actually in your bank account, but not in your cash book. So you need to make some adjustment. All right, okay. So that's how you actually, get to do, that's why you need to do the reconciliation so that the opening is the same, right? Okay, now you look at your closing. Somehow not see your closing. This one is your closing. See, your closing is not the same, right? See? So now we want to do the reconciliation so that it becomes the same. Okay, so that it becomes the same. All right. Okay. Now, so first question that actually asks is show how the opening balances will be reconciled. So meaning I want you to show me how do you make it these two numbers is the same. Yeah, these two numbers is the same. So you see now the opening not the same, right? The BD and the BD not the same, right? So how do you make it the same? Yeah, why not the same? I told you the answer, okay? Because of these two checks. Yeah, issue in September, but only go through bank in October. Isn't that correct? Yeah, so that's why it's not the same. So you need to. So well, depends on whether you start from bank statement or you start from the cash book bank column. Yeah, depends on whether you start from bank statement or start from cash book bank column. It's actually the same, either one, either side actually okay. Right, so let's say we start from cash book. Get the worksheet. Okay, let's say we start from cash book, right? So this one is bank information. So put bank R like this. Right now, so I'm going to start with reconciliation. Right, reconciliation of opening balances as at 1st October 2023. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start to do the reconciliation on our opening balance. Yeah, now our opening balance is not the same, right? Okay, so we're trying to make it the same. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so here I put our opening balance as per cash book. Okay, so we start from cash book. So as per cash book, so here you put cash book, so you're going to put your cash book opening balance. 116, right? Okay, like this, yeah. Okay, then how are you going to make adjustment? So in your cash book, actually you already deducted the two check. So now you add back. Okay, now you add back. Yeah. If you start from cash book, you add back. So this is called unpresented check. Because we issue the check in September, but it's unpresented until October. Okay, it's actually only presented in October. So that's why your bank statement and your cash book balance is actually not the same. So here we add unpresented check. Right, okay, unpresented check. So we have two check. Okay, so one is put on the check number at 227. Oops. And another one is 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, right? Yeah. Okay. So how much is that? This one is 4. Right. Right. So these two numbers plus together. Yeah. Then we add them up. So isn't it equal to your bank statement already? Yes. Okay, equal, huh? So here you're going to put what? Opening balance. Okay, opening as per bank statement. Okay, this. Now, can you start with bank statement? Can. If you want to start with bank statement also can. But instead of add, you minus lor. Yeah, if you start from bank statement, then at the end you get this number. So this one become minus. Right? So it's up to you. You want to start from cash book, okay? You want to start from bank statement, okay? All right? Any question? Up to now, up to here? Any question? So this is your part A. Yeah, this is actually your part A, yeah, right? Okay, is there any tier account that I can use? I want the template. Okay, so okay, so part A, any question? You can start from bank statement. So up to you. If you start from bank statement, then turn it the other way around. This number become minus. Then you get 1778.16. Okay, so if you don't have any question on part A, then we do part B. So revised cash flow. Okay, so this one is only reverse cash flow. This one is we are actually what we want to adjust is actually the closing balance. So if you here, you see these two numbers is not the same, right? Okay, by right, these two numbers should be the same. So we are going to adjust the closing instead, right? We are going to adjust the closing, yeah. Okay, we are going to adjust the closing, and now when this one update the cash book when necessary. You know why we need to update? Because there are certain transactions in your bank statement only happen in your bank statement. It's not in our cash book. So those that not in the cash book, we're going to update. Yeah. So in this case, you take your bank balance. Okay. Then you're going to consider those transactions that only happen in your bank statement. Yeah. Only happen in your bank statement. All right. Okay. So right. So we're going to start with right here. Okay. Your balance BD. So our balance BD is 2804.2. Right. Okay, yeah, like this, right? You just put it opening, okay, on your debit side. Okay, and then you're going to adjust those that not those money that you receive but straight away put into your bank account. Those money that you have paid but it's not recorded in your cash book. Yeah, so any money actually you receive, any amount that you receive but it only appear in your what? In your bank. Only appear in your bank.
The light blue, right?
So we start from debit side first. Debit side. Any amount that we receive. Debit side. Any amount that we receive. Okay, we start from here, the cash book debit, but in your bank statement you look at credit. So you see in your bank statement you only have 3 credit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay, so this 4 number you cross check with the, you see here credit, you cross check with debit. Yeah, you cross check with debit. You cross check with debit. So which one you can find, which one you cannot find. Okay, so I'm going to use my pen tablet. Okay, let's see. Yeah. How come I cannot pick color? So I can see 98. Okay, I can see 98. I can see. I can't. Okay, this one. Okay, this one also can. Got it. Okay, 699 ada. Okay, 699 ada. This one also have one. Right. So what is not don't have? The blue one, right? 4294. So you see, it's not here, right? It's not here. In fact, you see this 3, this 1, 2, 3 is okay lah. So meaning we receive. So meaning we receive. Okay, we record in our cash book and also we bank into our bank account. So it's appear in our. But this one is not here, right? Okay, 4294 is not in. So 4294 is not in. So meaning this one we need to. This one only happen in bank statement, right? Okay, so you need to update to your cash book. Right, so in this case, so I'm going to put here. Okay, 2.94, right? Okay, so this one is what's this? Okay, we just put credit transfer lah, huh? Yeah, okay, because your bank statements they also put credit transfer. Okay, right? Now any more? Okay, so now we look at the other side lah. The other side, okay, the 2 green one we already done for part A. So we are going to skip these 2. Okay, then you look at this one, the charges 2560 ada kah? Data, right? Okay, so circle. 9, this one check number 9 ada. There it is. 38.94, don't have, right? Okay, make circle. 2 at 3.4 is here. Okay. This one also don't have, right? Okay. 155,574. Oops. Now you see. Okay. Now look at this one now. You see the check number is the same. At 02330. Here also at 030. Why the number not the same one? Ta-da. So meaning right? So what is the mistake here? What is the possible mistake here? Meaning?
Over credit.
So meaning it could be when we record in our cash book, we write the wrong number. Right. So what is the difference between these 2 numbers? Okay. 175.54, right? Minus 155.74. So the difference is 19.8. Yeah, the difference is 19.8. Is that correct? The difference is 19.8.
Right.
Hang on, I cannot write. Okay. The difference is 19.8, you know. You realize or not? Yeah. See, something is not right. I cannot write. The difference is actually okay, so okay. So the difference is 19. Let's see, it's our control. Why? See, I cannot control. Yeah, I can only use my mouse. So the difference is 19.8. Okay, so in this case, so you see when you issue check, right? Yeah, so which one is having an error? The bank statement or your cash book?
Cash book.
Yeah, your cash book. If possible, it should be your cash book. Okay, normally bank should be, you know. So meaning this one, we actually credit more already, right? Is that correct? We minus more. So how are we going to adjust? How are we going to adjust this number?
Debit.
Yes, we need to debit. We need to add back the difference of 19.8. Right? We need to debit. Okay, so here we put 19.8 and here what do we put? We put at 02330 and yeah, okay. So actually this error. So we have to add back. Because here you minus too much. Now you want to add back, you put on the debit side, right? Okay, so and then okay, we continue. 3, 2. This one got okay. Okay. This one 3, 3. Right. Oh, 3, 4, 3, 5. Oh, now see, meaning this three number, this one, and this one. What happened? We issue in October, but not shown in your bank statement yet. Okay, we already issue. Like let's say you pay rental. Let's say you pay rental to Mr. A. Mr. A, you already issued this check. Okay, you pass to Mr. A, but Mr. A hasn't banked in, so that's why it's not appear in your bank statement. Is it? Yeah. Like let's say this one purchases also. Yeah. Okay, when we buy, we issue check. Yeah, we issue check. But then the supplier hasn't banked in. So if the supplier hasn't banked in, so meaning the money is still in our bank account. Yeah, so that's why in the bank statement you can't see the check number on the number 4, number 3, okay, number 1, number 3, and number 4 at the back, right? Yeah, so okay, so but the thing is we only want to for part B, we only want to look at those happen in your bank statement but not in the cash book, right? Okay, so meaning we need to consider this one, 25.6, 38.394, and 65.04, right? Because all these three actually already credited from our bank account, but it's not credited in our cash book. Yeah, it's actually already, it's already debited in our bank statement, but it's not credited in our cash book. Okay, so now we need to update. So meaning these three number we have to put on the credit side, right? Okay, so bank charges. And the first one is actually the bank charges, right? Okay, and then we have standing order, right? SO. Remember, we have one called SO. Yeah, I just put SO easy. And the other one is what? DD, right? Okay, DD is direct debit. So in bank statement, debit means withdrawal. Okay, so these three number, correct? Yes. So we have two debit. Okay, I think that's all. So if you check from here, you look at your bank statement. So the one that I circle, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus one adjustment, right? Okay, this one the error in our cash book. All right, so done already. Yeah. So now we want to find our balance. Okay, so our balance. So how much is our balance? Okay. Here is
Miss, the revised cash book, no need date.
Sorry?
Revised sketch book, no need to write date.
Um, if you want to write, can you put 31st October? If you don't want to write the date, also fine. We are not particular about the date. Yeah. If you want to put the date, you put the last day, 31st October. Okay, you put 31st October. So what is this amount here? Right? This one minus this one, right? Oops, oh, cannot go the other way around. Okay, so use calculator lah, like that. Yeah. So how much is this? Two seven three seven 36. Right? Okay. So what we want to find is actually this number. So this cash book is balance. Right? So what we want is actually this number now. So since we already found our revised cash book, this number, right? So meaning later on your bank reconciliation statement, at the end, you should get this number as well. You should actually get this number. Okay, you should get this number. Yeah, all right. So this one is to reconcile our opening. This one is to update our cash book. Update on what? Update on those that only appear in your bank statement. Now you update to your cash book. All right. Okay. Now part C. Part C is actually the question said prepare a bank reconciliation statement, right, for Mr. Tana. Okay. So we're going to prepare the bank reconciliation. And then reconciliation statement accepted first October 2017. Yeah, all right. So normally, bank reconciliation statement will be prepared on the last day. Okay, on the last day. Okay, now when you do bank reconciliation, you can have a choice as well, right? You can have a choice as well whether you start from cash book or you start from bank statement. In fact, it's actually the same, right? Actually, it's the same. Yeah. Okay, actually, it's the same. Huh? So, okay, normally I am more used to using bank statement. Yeah, so if you start from bank statement, make sure after you finish, you get this number. Yeah, all right. So bank reconciliation is actually quite fun. You are able to know whether your answer is correct or not. So you can actually double check until you get the right answer. Yeah, okay, you are able to actually check whether you get the right answer. Okay, so here we are going to start from balance as per bank statement. Right, balance as per bank statement. So you copy from your bank statement balance on the last day on the last day. Right, it's this number, yeah? Balance as per bank statement on the last day is actually this number. Okay, and then what we have here is we are going to add the unpresented check. No, so we're going to add no unpresented check. Uncredited lodgement. Uncredited lodgement meaning, what is uncredited lodgement meaning? Meaning we already received, yeah, in your cash book you already received, okay? In your cash book you already received, and we are talking about these two numbers here. In your cash book we already received, but in your bank statement, adakah? Don't have, right? So you see, because now we use this number, right? Okay, we use this number, and we use this number, and these two number actually is not happen. It doesn't appear in our bank statement, but actually we already received. So since bank statement don't have, so we add back lah. Is that correct? We add back lah, right? Okay, so we add lah. So we add uncredited lodgement. We add back uncredited lodgement. So we receive from Tony company. What happened? Receive on donate, how much? From the question, donate is 385.6. And then we also have a pass outs. Yeah, we have a pass outs. Right? That's what means we already received, but not appear in our bank statement. So anything that bank statement don't have, we add back. Okay, so we add. So this amount will be okay. So plus, right? So plus. And after that, we less on presentation. Yeah. So be careful, huh? Remember when you want to do this, you got to tell yourself, we start with what? We start with cash book or bank statement. It's different one, huh? Now, so unpresented check means we already issued, but whoever received our check hasn't banked in yet. So that's why the money is still with us. So this one you have to minus. So if you look at your question, so these three, 1, 2, 3, right? Check number 1, 3, check number 1, 4, and 5. Yeah, check number 1, 4, and 5. So unpresented check. Okay. So meaning, because since we start from bank statement, these three check, whoever received our check hasn't banked in. So that's why our bank account actually haven't deducted this three number. So we minus that. Okay, so put here. So I'll just put the short form, check at 02331. Check. Two, three, four. Okay. So what is the amount? 60? 104.54 and 3. Right, so these three check. So meaning whoever received the check that we have issued, but they haven't banked in yet. So that's why the money is still in our account. So we need to minus. Yeah, we need to minus. All right. Okay. So this one's supposed to be a negative number. Sign and plus them up. So does it equal to your cash book balance? Ta-da! Answer is up. Okay, so here we put so balance as per cash book. Okay, so the two amount the same. Sama no? Get the same number, right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
27. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, if you get the same number as your cash book balance, then you know that your answer is correct. All right.
Miss, for the part A, right? We just include all the transaction that is before the month.
Yeah, before the month, yes. Currently we're in October, so you only adjust those that before this. You see here, reconciliation of opening as at 1st October. So meaning you adjust on those transactions that actually already happened last month, but in your bank statement, they only happened in the month of September, in the month of October. Right? So it's actually timing different. It's actually a timing difference, right? Because like these two check already issued in September, but whoever carry our check only bank in the month of October. So that's why these two check only appear in the month of October. Understand? Correct.
Okay.
Yes. It's like today I issue a check, not necessarily today you bank in immediately, right? You might bank in, next week. Who knows? Your next week is already next month. Like that. So it's a timing difference. Any question? Okay. So question 2. How to say that? Okay. We can do which one? Question 3 is actually a theory question. Explain the purpose of preparing bank reconciliation. Yeah, why do we prepare bank reconciliation? Yeah, any idea what do we prepare bank reconciliation? Why do we prepare bank reconciliation? I believe this one we can get an answer from the teacher. Yeah. Why prepare bank reconciliation? Okay. Any other question that we can do together? Besides question 2? Question 1? Question 1 or yeah. So I let you pick which question. Additional, extra, also can.
Question 1.
Question 1. Okay. Right.
Will it be the same as question 2?
More actually every question more or less the same.
Okay.
Yeah, actually more or less the same. That's why the best thing is we do it on your own.
This
Then
one-
only you know.
Yeah, like this, easier to do.
Yeah, I think it's more or less the same. It should be more or less the same one. Because this is what we ask you to do. You see, every question is the same. Okay, we jump to, so you want to do question 1? Okay. Now, question 1, let's look at our question. Question 1 is here. Okay, reconcile opening balance, okay, of the cash and bank. So you see your opening balance, sama or not? See, sama or not? Sama or not? Didn't sama, right? Adjust the cash book and prepare a bank reconciliation. Yeah, so it's the same as your question 2, do 3 parts. That's the same. Okay, so now opening not the same. Okay, why opening not the same? So you check here. Here in the month of April, our first check number is 6. You see here got 5 or not? So meaning it's because of this and this lah, right? 4 and 5, correct? Yes, because of these two. Because of these two, right? Okay. And then got any more? Check number 16. Okay, now actually it's quite fun now. So this one, right? Last time when I was a student, and before I start, I go and take them. Okay, so let's say this one got right. Okay, take. Yeah, you mark it. Okay, then it's easier. This one's what? Max insurance direct debit. Direct debit meaning see it's not here, right? So later on you adjust in your cash book lah. Deposit ada tak? Okay, here. Right, okay, this one. Here. So you see, you remember credit to debit, debit to credit. This. Okay. Those that you cannot find, you make a circle. Okay. This one cannot find, not here. Right, not here, right? Okay. Then come to this side. Direct debit. Okay. Check number 8. Yes. Here. Number 9. Got right. Okay. Loan interest. Loan interest ada loan interest not here. Together, right? Okay. Circle. Check number 7 ada. Okay. Direct debit for sure not in your cash book lah. Okay. Check 20. Yes. Okay. 21. 6. Okay. Yes. Direct. Right. Okay. Now 320. Okay. 320 ada. Okay. Down. And what else? 22. 22 no more already. This one is next one already. Transfer. But transfer or not? Yes. Okay, transfer. This one is actually pay salary. You need to transfer straight to your employees' bank account. This one also the other, right? Okay. Yeah. Now interest on loan. See, interest on loan. See this one, the number is not the same. Bank charges, so meaning, yeah, okay. So you can see the one that I circle, basically it's not, is this one standing here, right? Okay, so these two is your opening. Okay, this is your opening, right? This is your opening. Okay, so that's how you actually do it. When you receive a question, you try to match the number. Those that you cannot match, you put a circle. Then it's easier for you to check. Yeah, all right, easier for you to check. So you see like this one, this three number, this three number, debit here you put a credit, here you don't have, right? So meaning this one, this three, actually already, actually already, paid in like last month. Yeah, right? Okay, so now we start with the reconciliation of the opening. Yeah, okay, so here we start with the opening. So we start with cash flow. We copy this part here. Right. Okay, so this one will be the month of April. The month of April 2018. Right. Okay, cash book. So what is our cash book balance? 2669.1, right? Right. And then we are going to receive from cash book. So credit transfer not yet recorded. So you see these three number, this one, these three. These three number only record in your cash book, but it's not in your bank. Yeah, it's not in your bank statement. Right. So if you start from cash book, then you need to, yeah. So you actually have to, so here, right? So now we want to find the bank balance, right? Okay, so we have to add back. Okay. So we add this three number. So it's add credit transfer and record forward. So we have the actually from Stylo company is 534. Which 625. 725, and we have hot tea. Hot tea will have six. Right? Yeah, okay, these three. So we recorded in our cash book, but it's not in our bank statement. So we have to add back. Yeah. Bank statement don't have the money. Yeah. Just now we want to find the cash book, the bank statement. Now we start from cash book. So we want to get at the end the number the same as your bank statement. So since cash book, okay, yeah. So you have to add back now. Okay, and then we have unpresented check. So like I actually circle these two, right? I actually circle these two. Yeah, this one here, these two. These two basically, yeah, these two, right? These two is actually supposed to be with check issue last month, but only cash out this month. Okay, so these two number we also have to add back. Okay, so and we also add unpresented check. You see, when you do this thing, right, you have to remember. If less, then you just add back. If more, then you just minus. If less, you just add back. More, then you minus. Right? So that is the secret. More minus less, you add back. People find wrong, so okay. This other number. Okay.
Miss, why need to include the stylo image and the hotkey again?
Oh. Yeah. It's actually it only happen in your cash book, but it's not in your bank statement. So now
That
when
one
we start,
in the current month, right?
yeah, current month, in the month of April. You see, in the month of April, we receive in the month of April, all right, okay, but you see, got appear in your bank statement, no? Don't have, right? And now we want to find our bank statement balance, right? So meaning bank statement don't have, so we add back. Correct. Even in cash book, you can see these three number, but these three number, is it included in the opening balance? This three number, is it included in the opening balance?
No.
No, right? So that's why we have to add. So meaning bank statement adakah dia ada, right? Don't have, right? So you have to add now. Okay, so at the end we want to get this number. At the end we want to get this number. Okay, at the end we want to get we want to no, sorry, we want to get this number opening. Now we are doing opening. Okay, we want to get this opening. So you see bank statement we receive or not? No, right? So that's why we add back. Okay, and these two check actually already minus. Actually, sorry, these two check already minus, not yet. Is it this number here? But after that, only you actually minus, right? Right. So actually, not yet, right? Okay. So add that. So all add that. So plus. Okay. 5, 8. Oh, not the same. So did I check any wrong number? Let's see. 2, 6, 5, 3, 4, 6, 2, 8, 5, 1, 8, 7, 8. 2, 2. Oh, okay. So this is the amount. Okay, and then we need to and one more thing we need to adjust. Yeah, if you read your question carefully, you see here March, huh? March. So we need to adjust this one. Correct? March. This one is actually in our cash book is a loan interest which we have to pay. But in your bank statement, do you have this number? No, right? Loan interest for March not yet recorded. Yeah, see, we only record this in the month of April. So same goes to the bank statement, also the other, right? Okay. So but this one loan interest is we are actually paying. We're actually paying. So we have to minus that. So that's loan interest for March 2018. I have recorded and minus. Okay. So you see, if you really look at the whole situation, right? If bank statement has more, you minus. If bank statement has less, you add back. That is the principle that you have to do. More you minus, less you add back. Like that. So you see this loan interest will appear in your bank statement. No, don't have, right? So you go to adjust, no? Or else your bank statement money will be more, right? So that's why you have to minus, no? Okay, so same already, yeah? Same as your bank statement already, right? Okay, so this one is actually your opening balance. Okay, as per as per bank statement right here. Same already, yeah? Okay, so that's why you have to know how to read your question, like anything that related to the previous month. So you adjust in your opening. Yeah, anything related to your previous month, you adjust in the opening. Any question? Okay.
Still digesting.
Yeah. Actually, bank reconciliation, right, is when I was a student, this one no problem, always get it 100% correct. Yeah, you just have to like before you start, you go and match the number, debit to credit. So the debit in bank statement is the credit in cash book. Credit in bank statement is the debit in cash book. So you match. If those that you cannot find either way, so you put a circle, okay, then you can actually do your adjustment. So normally the question will ask you adjust opening, update your cash book. After you update your cash book, okay, then you do your bank reconciliation. So why need to update cash book? Like I told you, why need to update cash book? Because their transaction which only happen in your bank statement, but not in our cash book. We don't know. Yeah, so that's why you need to update to your cash book. Meaning those that already deducted in a bank statement, okay, please make it a minus here. Money going out, right? Those that you receive, the money straight away goes in your bank statement. Okay, please also put a debit here in your cash book. Yeah, because it's not recorded in your cash book. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, yeah. Right. So here. No, I think the item is more or less the same. So I just. Right. So here, this is your opening. Correct. This is your cash book opening, and these three already add no. Bank statement got this number, the other don't have, right? So meaning bank statement is having a less amount, so you have to. That's why you add. Now these two, this check also. So if you right, these two check only happen in the month of April. So meaning in March, correct? So also you need to, so this one also you need to add now. Because this number already deduct. This number already deduct, right? In your cash book already deduct. So in your cash book already deducted, right? So meaning less already. So now because you want to find your bank statement, so you have to add back. If you don't add back, if you further minus, then even smaller. Yeah. So whether it's in your cash book or in your bank statement, right? So if it is less, you add. If it's more, you just minus. Right? Okay. Then for cash book, so what is our balance? Cash book is 31046.1. This one is actually opening the closing. Okay, this one is actually the closing. So for our closing, if we look at our here, right? Okay, we take this number. Okay. So any amount should be debit or not? Any amount should be debit or not?
7,000.
Oh, okay. Now, CR deposit, right? You see this question is a bit it's a bit tricky. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, now you see this one, I put what? Actually, yeah, we received this number, in your cash book. Okay, I put it in green. We try to add these two numbers. The two in green. We try to add. Is it equal to 7 at 76.9? See, sometimes got this possibility also. Isn't it?
Oh, same.
Yeah, same, right? The two in green, correct? Sama? So meaning on the debit side, need to update? No need. Okay, no need. Yeah, on the debit side, no need already. Right? Because this one opening balance you already done. But this one, okay, also done already. Okay, so cash book debit side, nothing to update. How about credit side? Oh, credit side ada. And this one, this DD, okay, standing order, the interest, the loan interest, and the bank charges, right? Yeah. Okay. So here, bank charges got. bank charges, how much is that? Bank charges is 7,327. Okay, standing order also have, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. How about BD? BD is 2.6. Right, BD is actually the insurance. Okay, so this is actually insurance. And we have one more. One more item. Is the interest on loan. Interest on loan. It's already deducted in our bank statement, but not in our cash book. So interest on loan. Right, okay. So how much is your balance? Can you get 1,319,362.2? All right. Okay. So this is what you want to find now. Remember, later when you do your bank reconciliation, okay, because we start from bank statement, then we end with the balance in cash book. So make sure you get this number. Yeah, make sure you get this. All right. Okay. So now we come to here. Okay. Of course, this one is April, right? Yep. April. So here we start from what? Bank statement? Okay, normally we start from bank statement. As balance as per bank. Anyway. Okay, so bank statement, the closing bank statement is 20309.6, right? Okay, that's correct. 20309.6. Okay, then you got to check those numbers that you circle those numbers that you circle. Yeah. So meaning those numbers that you circle, you need to look at those numbers in your cash book, right? In your cash book, correct? Yeah, in your cash book. So meaning, and this one check number 22 and check number 23. These two we already issued, but it's not presented for payment, so it's called unpresented check. Right? So these two numbers we have to add or minus. We have to minus, right? Because your bank statement you haven't minus, yeah. So you have to minus. Here, okay. So we put that's unpresented check. Actually, yeah, later on, if you find it's very confusing, okay, I teach you the method. Actually, you can memorize. Yeah, actually, you can memorize if you want. Right? So it's actually the two check that already issued but haven't presented for payment, right? So it's basically it's actually these two, 22 and 23, right? Yeah, because you see, right? Now, statement of bank statement, all those numbers that you circle, we already deal with it. Is it correct? Even this one already, we already deal. So now what left is actually on the cash book. So this, the one in the cash book, you do bank reconciliation. Right? Okay, so done already, huh? So these two, we have to add back. minus of, oh yeah, I put less, but then I go and add, aiyo. Oh, correct or not, your number? Summer, right? Okay, now, you know why I say can memorize? Actually can, but just that I don't know whether you have seen the, what, okay, now, in the whole, in your bank reconciliation, right? Either your items, either you have unpresented check or credit, credit transfer not yet recorded, correct? Yeah, normally it's these two. Okay, now, so that's why if you start from, okay, let's take bank reconciliation. Now, bank reconciliation, I always start with bank statement. So if you always start with bank statement, then you only remember unpresented check is minus. Then the other one should be unpresented check is, okay, unpresented check is we are talking about those amount here on the credit side, unpresented check, right? And the unpresented check we have to minus. So meaning undeposited will be this side, correct? So when I was a student, you know how I memorize or not? I always, bank reconciliation, I always start from bank statement. If I start from bank statement, unpresented check is definitely minus. It's always minus. Yeah. So if you have what credit transfer not yet recorded, that one is definitely plus already. So I only remember, okay, unpresented check, unpresented check is a minus. So those transaction, okay, that that actually we receive we straight away bank in, but it's not in your cash book. Okay, so all these become a plus. Yeah, become a plus. So actually you can memorize. You see this one, opening balance also you can memorize now. You realize or not? And percentage is always add, huh? This one also add, right? Like you see your question 1, question 2, and percentage also add, right? So when you adjust your opening balance, as long as you see a percentage is add, okay, this is opening. Opening and percentage is add, but closing, when you do closing, meaning when you do closing is actually your bank reconciliation. So when you do your bank reconciliation and percentage is minus. So you see your opening and your closing is, if one plus, the other one is minus. Yeah, if your opening is plus, your closing is minus. If your opening is minus, your closing is actually plus. So it's always the other way around. So what I normally do is I only memorize unpresented check. So yeah, I memorize unpresented check. So if you see unpresented check, if you adjust opening, okay, if you adjust opening, it's a plus. Yeah. Unpresented check, you do bank reconciliation, meaning the closing is a minus. Like that. So it's actually easier, correct? Easier enough.
How you know opening and ending again?
The question same. This one is you adjust opening.
Oh,
See, reconciliation or opening. Is it your question say? The question asks you to do now. Reconcile the opening. Bank reconciliation is closing. Yeah. So this is opening. Right? This one is
so
opening. This one is closing.
if it's opening, just opening. If reconciliation is
Yeah.
ending.
So for opening, unpresented check is definitely a plus. Right? For opening, unpresented check is definitely a plus. But for a closing, unpresented check is a minus. Yeah, so that's why you only memorize this. Then okay. Now, of course, sometimes the question will test you other things like those errors, this and that. So those errors you got to use a little bit of your logic now. If you minus more, you have to add back. Okay, so you have to add back now, right? Yeah. So bank reconciliation is actually not difficult. So you see the format on how you present your answer is actually you see question 1 and question 2 got any different or not much different, right? It's the same, right? So I say this one, actually I need to delete that. Yeah, answer is this, right? Okay. So we start from opening. So if opening, please only take note on the opening. So how do you take note on the opening? You look at, opening. Okay, you look at the first few items opening. Yeah, you match first. Cash book and bank statement, you match the number. Those that cannot be matched, you put a circle. You put a circle. Then you can see, oh, see, how do I know number 4 and number 5 is on opening? You look at here. In the month of April, the first check that I issue is number 6. So meaning number 4, number 5 must be from last month already. So if last month, so meaning it will affect my opening when I come to this month, isn't it? Correct? So you have to really use your logic. This one really tests on your logic. You really have to use your logic. Okay, boleh? Cannot. Practice make perfect again. But like I told you, unpresented check for opening is plus, but for closing is minus. Yeah, so I have shown you 2 answers, right? So you can use these 2 answers to actually guide you. No need to use the answer. You look at your lecture notes. I believe you can, if you check your lecture note, you can see. Yeah, and all these things that you do, right? You can not necessarily you must check. You must start from cash book. But my advice is you better follow your tutorial question so that you don't feel confused. Yeah, so if opening you always start from cash book, then you use cash book all the way. Then you won't feel confused. Bank reconciliation, if you start with bank statement, then you always use bank statement, then you will not feel confused. Unless the question says so. Sometimes the question will ask, sometimes the question will ask you to prepare bank reconciliation statement, but using start from cash book. That one no choice, you must start from cash book. But no need to worry. You see, if let's say you're more bank reconciliation, we always start from bank statement, right? What happened? The question asks you to start from cash book. No problem, no problem. If here you start from cash book, unpresented check, you add lah. The balik you only make it twist it around only. Can. So you see, cash book with this bank reconciliation not difficult. Yeah, you just twist it around. So when I was a student, I always stick to one. Yeah, I always stick to bank reconciliation. I always start with bank statement. If the question did not require start from cash book, I always start from bank statement. Yeah, so I know already. Okay, if I start from bank statement, unpresented definitely minus. Yeah, unpresented definitely minus.
So
then,
if you start
yeah.
from here,
Yes.
if unpresented is positive, so and then if reconciliation will be reconciliation will be negative. But if
yes, so it's
if
always
it's
the other way around. It's
so-
always the balik.
if it's reconciliation start from cash book and then you tabalik again.
Yes, if your bank reconciliation here you instead of bank statement you start with cash book, then unpresented check you have to add up. Like
Okay.
that.
So
That's
you
what I
just
mean.
need to know. So you just need to really
Yeah.
need to know. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why to save your trouble, right? Why not you always start with bank statement unless the question say you start from cash book. You always start from bank statement, then you can remember, okay, if I start from bank statement, unpresented check must be a minus. Understand? Like that. Okay. Yeah. So again, practice make perfect lah. They're going to do a few more questions. Then you can actually you can actually see the relationship. But like what I told you, if you want to find, if you at the end you want to find bank statement, then you need to check. Yeah, you need to check. You start from cash book, right? And you want to find bank statement. So you see, whichever more you minus, whichever less you add back. This principle always works for this. So you have to, actually you just need to use a bit of your logic and can really. Yeah. So it's very interesting now when you receive your question, right? When you receive your question, what you do is, okay, you do your matching like this one. You do your matching. So how do you do your matching like this? So like I told you, Okay, now this side, okay, this side number will come to here, right? Okay, this side number will come to here, and then this side one will come to here. So that's how you do your matching, right? Okay, so you do your matching like this. Then you you do your matching like this, yeah, right? Okay, so you see, so you go and match lah. Now, oh, this one good, is it the opening balance the same, say not this number and this number, sama, right? This one no need to adjust your opening balance, So what you need to do is maybe to update your cash book lah. Okay, so you see this side, this one good or not? This one ada, right? Okay, this one also ada, right? Okay, this one also ada. Okay. This one, oh, this one the other. Standing order, meaning this one straight away debited from our bank account. This one bank charges is the bank charge us, so definitely not in our cash book because we don't know when the bank charge, right? Okay, but you see this one also not here, right? You see this one, they did not give you check number. So you see this check already issued, but Cahaya Trading hasn't banked in yet, so that's why it's not appear in our bank statement. It will be appear in your following month. Okay, appear in the following month. Okay. Now this side, debit side already settled in the bank statement. So now we look at credit side. This number gone up. Okay, got. Number gone up, yes. This number gone up, yes. Yeah. So what is don't have is this one. Okay? Credit transfer. This one, the money straight away bank into our bank account. This one we already received. Okay, yeah, but not in your bank statement yet. So meaning, it's sometimes like this. You receive the check, then you record on the debit side of your cash book. Then you need time to bank in, right? When you bank in, can the money immediately go to your account? No. Normally it will take like 3 to 5 days, right? Yeah. Okay. So okay, so you can see already. So now, okay, let's say the question asks you to update your cash book. So you look at these three numbers. You want to update your cash book. So meaning this one you have to add. This one you put on the debit side of your cash book. This one you put on the credit side, the green one. Because this one is money we receive. Yeah, this is our cash inflow. Immediately goes into our bank account. Cash book ada kah? Ada. If cash book don't have, then you have to add that, right? Now these two amount straight away deducted from our bank account. Yeah, so it's also in our cash book not recorded. So I have to minus lah. I have to minus, right? Okay, now when you go to do bank reconciliation, you look at these two numbers. Yeah, this is unpresented check, right? This one is minus, and this one is plus. Is that correct? So you see, like here also I can tell you the answer because I am familiar. So that's why I can tell you the answer straight away. So always start from when you start your question, do what I do like this. So go and match with the number. Then you got to figure out. Okay, now this one, when it comes to here, this one, this one is, see, the BD is on the credit side, meaning this one you see the BD on the credit side. Why on the credit side? You see here overdraft. Overdraft meaning you're actually owing to the bank. Yeah, meaning, yeah, your BD is on the credit side, meaning you're owing money. You actually owe overdraft. Okay, it's overdraft. You don't have the money, you actually owe to the bank. Alright? Okay, so OD, alright? So if you have enough, here will be credit, but not enough. Okay, not enough. Okay? So like for this question also the same, no? So you actually match a number. Decide to, oops, okay. I'm not pointing to what me. Okay, so this side come to this side. Then this side will be here. This side. Correct? So credit to debit, debit to credit. Okay. And then we go to So again, so we start to do the matching. Okay, this one, okay, those cross one you don't have to see already because both sides also have, so no issue. See? This one now? Oops, this one, now. All right. Okay. This side here, this one, all right. Okay, this one got. Okay, so that's what you do lah. Always start with this. So you circle those that you cannot match. This one also you cannot match, right? This one also you cannot match. You circle those that you cannot match. Okay. Then all the number in your bank statement, this is supposed to be your part B lah. You update to your cash book. The one in your cash book, you actually do bank reconciliation. Yeah. So you see, you repeat the same step. You always use the same step. Of course, different question, different, different number. See the requirement, write up the cash book. So you see the requirement, write up the cash book up to date to take the necessary item into account. Yeah, draw bank reconciliation. Just that for this additional exercise, question 1 and question 2, because your opening is the same. See, your opening balance is the same. So that's why you don't have to adjust your opening balance, right? You see, your opening is the same. Okay. So you see, when you see before you start, right, you go and study your question. Number 1, your opening balance same or not? Cash book opening and bank statement opening same or not? If not the same, okay, then you got to be careful. Then you need to adjust until the same. Yeah. So those number that you use to adjust your opening, don't use it in your cash book. Don't use it to update your cash book, and also don't use it to update to do your bank reconciliation. Yeah, those numbers you only use one time. Okay. Any questions so far? Yeah. Any question? Okay or not? Okay.
A bit lah.
A bit.
Yeah, a bit lah.
Doing the difference thing, I think is still very hard for me.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Kevin, I cannot hear you.
Doing the checking the difference and then figuring out what to do. That one I still
Yes.
not so good at.
Yeah. So you check your opening balance. Is it the same? I can tell you, opening balance can be the same, but closing balance definitely not the same. Yeah, the balance in your cash book and the balance in your bank statement for closing is definitely not the same. But for opening, maybe. Opening maybe. So like the additional question number 1, number 2, opening is the same, huh? Opening is the same. Okay. Okay. So now bank reconciliation, I think some of you have problem, right? Okay. Do more question. Who knows in exam come out this question 25 marks? How? So you have to master. Yeah. So at the end of the semester, I'll kind of let you know, see, so that you are able to focus. Yeah. After a few more practice, right, you'll find that very easy only. Actually, it's not difficult. Just that you need to remember certain things. Yeah. So just like I told you, for bank reconciliation, you always start with bank statement, right? If you start with bank statement, unpresented check is definitely a minus. Correct? If you want to adjust your opening, okay, unpresented check is a plus, right? Unpresented check is a plus. Yeah. So we have done question 1 and question 2. So you go and see, yeah, okay. So opening, what happened when you do opening, and what happened when you do bank reconciliation, and what happened when you do cash book. So you have to understand the whole, the whole process. Then you find that it's actually not difficult. So whichever less you add, whichever more you minus. That's all. Because you are trying to reconcile, make it your bank statement balance and your cash book balance is the same, right? So yeah, when you do reconciliation, that's the thing that you need to take care of. Okay. Can we actually any question? If no question, then I'm going to see you on Thursday. Yeah, and at the same time do your revision, so you can ask question. Okay, you can actually WhatsApp me, but make sure you really know your stuff all, because it's another test, right? And bank reconciliation, yeah, sit down and do a few practice, or you can actually take out your your past year and try. Yeah, if you need answer, you let me know. Okay, I think I better give you the bank. Okay, I give you the answer guide. Okay, the question 1, question 2 already done. So the extra exercise, extra exercise question 1, you should get extra exercise question 1. The revised bank account. The revised bank account you should get. Okay. So question 1, yeah, your revised revised cash book you should get at 106. Okay, at 106, and then okay. So bank reconciliation, I don't have to give you, right? You start from bank statement. As long as you can get at 106, that is correct already. Okay, so question 2. For question 2, revised cash book, you should get at 581 now. At 581, this one is credit, meaning it's actually owing to the bank. Yeah. Okay, at 581. Yeah. Okay, so again for bank statement, for bank reconciliation, I don't have to give you the answer. So you should actually get the same. Yeah. Question 1 and question 2, I give you the answer guide. Okay, we have one more, question 3. Okay, for question 3, question 3, you need to do 3 parts now, question 3. Okay, for question 3, opening. Okay, for opening, you should get 2169. Okay, and then revised cash book, you should get 35529. Okay, 35529. Bank reconciliation, I don't have to give you. Okay, so I give you all the answer guide so you can go home and you can try. Okay? Okay. Yes. Try these 3 questions. So if you really try, I believe you should be all right. If you don't try, then it's a bit, it's a bit, somehow this kind of thing you need to experience it yourself, or else it's a bit difficult. Yeah, like when you see I do, like it's very simple, but you have to try on your own. Then only you know what is your problem. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you go to work extra hard already lah, huh? This week, next week, yeah. Because almost the semester end already, huh? This one now week 6, wow, another week, 2 weeks, today is Monday. Okay. Yep. All right. So if no question, then I'll see you then. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Bye. So remember to hand in your homework,
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Bye.
Correction.
Yes. Can. Everything lah. Those are especially last week homework, because last week homework is basically will be covered in your final exam already. And of course at the same time you need to revise on your test too, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See ya.